Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are connecting to us from. It's a pleasure having you here. How are we all doing today? I'm going to wait for your feedback from the different platforms that we have. How are we doing today? Thank you. I can see Investment Plug said hi. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies, have some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we're here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world, from those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? Thank you. I can see Investment Plug said hi. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies, have some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we're here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world, from those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. I repeat, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? Thank you. I can see Investment Plug said hi. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies, have some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we're here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world, from those that might be from Dubai, Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. I repeat, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Want to kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Want to kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little technical difficulties, but it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Want to kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little technical difficulties, it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Want to kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little difficulties, it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are just joining us, especially from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, from Nigeria, from Canada, the US, somewhere in Europe. Want to kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from, right? So, how are we doing today? I am KFC Investment Alongside Empire. It's a pleasure having you here. Apologies for some little technical difficulties, it's good that we are here and here on time as well. For those that are joining from the Trading Live platform, kindly indicate where you are connecting to us from. It's always a pleasure having people from different parts of the world. Those that might be from Dubai, from Malaysia, Okay, I'm going to continue talking and then you let me know whether it is much better now. Sorry about that. I might just have to just do a quick run through what I've been saying. And that's why I like to switch over to the comment section to see what people are saying. Right. So I'm going to continue talking now. Bridget Twine, thank you. You said there are many voices. You said, why does that happen? I think I left something turned on. I left another audio sound turned on. So I've switched that one off now. So let me know whether it is much better now. And I'll just track back on what I said earlier. I'll just do a track back. Thank you, Catherine. Mini said, clearly now, clearer now. Investment plug from Nigeria. Let me know whether it is clearer now. Apologies. I don't know. I'm supposed to be an IT person, but these things happen, and that's why, whatever challenges come your way, just like in trading, it's also good for us to be able to troubleshoot, right? When it comes to troubleshooting, then you should be able to solve issues. So kindly let me know if the audio is much better now, if you can hear me just once. Investment plug said I can hear you twice. And then Bridget Twain and then Catherine said clear now. And Nat Chapman said I can hear you. Beautiful. So as you can hear me loud and clear, thank you. I believe we can proceed. Sorry for the earlier mix-up. I had another audio from another source turned on, and that's why you are getting the feedback, right? Like an echo or, me talking twice quickly. So since it is better, let me continue. And I would always be switching from the screen. From like now we have the factory calendar in front of us, which is what we're about to talk about. So I'll be switching from the first factory calendar and then switching to our comment section just to be sure that everything is good to go. Thank you for that. Also, let us know where you are connecting to us from. And that's why I love live sessions. What if this was a recording and I did a recording for 1 hour? That means I would have done rubbish for 1 hour. And that's why, trading alone at times could be boring. Okay, thank you. So let's continue the discussion. And if any issue, please do let me know, right? So as we're saying now, today is Wednesday. We're looking at the calendar from the Forex Factory, the calendar from Forex Factory. And I like to use just one source. There are different sources where you can get this calendar from. And of course, they'll still give you the same news. It's the same news. Whether you are watching BBC or you're watching Sky or you're watching CNN or you're watching Al Jazeera or you're watching any news news station, whether it's Bloomberg, Reuters, it's still the same thing they're talking about, but just slightly slightly different with respect to how it is being communicated towards that. So the news for today, the only high impact news that we had for today came out much earlier in the early hours of that's the Sydney, Tokyo, and that was the news that came out from the Australian dollar, which is the CPI. CPI, the Consumer Price Index, which is always very high impact news, right? So that was much earlier in the day for the Sydney, Tokyo session. Now, clearly, this is the New York session. As we said, this is New York live trading. So if you look very well, we don't have anything much again for today. So now we can clearly knock off the news calendar and then switch over to our charts, right? We can switch over to our charts. And switching over to our charts, I want to talk about, you can see it's on the AUD USD, just looking at the news that came out earlier in the day and how the market reacted. It was negative. But then I want us to first of all start with the dollar, right? Let's start with the dollar. I'm going to do a quick recap from yesterday, right? For those that were here yesterday, you would also be able to testify to what we're about to say. And that's why I always like when we always reference the day before, because it's a continuous story. And as we're referencing the day before, it's also good for us to also, for those that were not here yesterday, to go back and check on what we discussed yesterday, so that you know that what we have in front of you, it's not rubbish, but rather it is based on what the price is doing, because price is king. And we're looking at price action, the action of price. Now, guys, it is the action of price. It is the price action that gives off everything. It's the price action that allows the indicators to do what they're supposed to do. It is the price action that gives us the support and resistance levels. It is the price action that gives us the supply and demand zones. We can call them whether it's levels or zones or areas or whatever the case might be. But it is the price action, I repeat, it is the price action that allows us to see all of these things at the end of the day. Yesterday, we talked about trying to take advantage of this USD index, where we said if the USD index had dropped over here, would have been looking forward to buying the Euro USD. I don't know whether you guys can remember that. We would have been looking forward to buying the Euro USD from yesterday. But look at what happened. The Euro USD from yesterday, if you look clearly now, right? Or rather from this USD index that we're looking at now, right? If you look at what we have in front of us, you'll notice that that level did not hold. I repeat, that level did not hold. And as that level did not hold, thank you, Mr. Adams, you said it's okay. Thank you. So I'm also just checking the comment section as I continue with this session. So as that level did not hold, what happened? It went to the next level here. We mapped this out yesterday. Went to the next level here of supply for the USD index. Why are we even looking at the USD index? Why are we talking about the USD index? We're looking at the USD index because it's going to help us to trade the major currency pairs. The major currency pairs are Euro USD. If you look over here to where you have the market watch, to where you have the instrument, you can see I have arranged them. I arranged them strategically with respect to Euro USD, Pound USD, AD USD, NZD USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD, and gold, right? I used all of this, and you can see the USD index here, Bitcoin. So this one's mentioned here are the instruments that I normally pay the most attention to, and that is my own go-to currency pairs. But before I try to look for any information on them, I pay attention to the USD index first of all, right? It is good for correlation. Good for correlation. We're going to talk about where the price is now for the USD index. But I'm still referring to yesterday's information, where we had this one here that did not work out. And then the price went further to this area of supply, and it worked out nicely as it dropped beautifully. That means that for the Euro USD, let's switch over to the Euro USD now. For the Euro USD, which is this one here, you notice that yesterday at this area here, it should have been a buy for the Euro USD. And then voila, look at what we have here. Indeed, it was a buy. This level here did not hold. If you guys remember, my entry was here. And as my entry was here, somebody said it was a bit early. I said, no problem. My entry trigger was based on the 30 minutes pin bar, 30-minute bullish pin bar, also known as the bullish hammer. And that did not hold. As it did not hold, it didn't give off any entry here, but then came back to this area here, give us the trigger based on this demand area. Based on this demand area, and look at what happened. It went up nicely. As it went up nicely, where is price now? Price is at this area, is at these highs, right? We could call this an area of what? An area of resistance, an area of resistance. So if you had entered here, you would have taken your profit over here, right? This was a good one for a buy. It was a good one for a buy that yesterday on the Euro USD, simply because we're following the USD index, we're following the information on the USD. As I always say, our live sessions are trading sessions and not training sessions. I repeat, they are trading sessions and not training sessions. What does that mean? That simply means what? That simply means we are going straight into the market, and then we are discussing what? We're discussing the trading itself. If you want to know how to draw support and resistance, we always say that we have some video tutorials, we have video courses that you can subscribe to. You want more information on that, I can give you more information, right? And trust me, to be worth the time. Some of us have been trading for maybe a few months or maybe even a few years with no headways, more or less, nothing more to say or nothing more to give back as a feedback that this is what I've been able to achieve from the months or years of trading. Meaning that you are a struggling trader. As a struggling trader, you would need to go back to the drawing board. What are the things that you are doing wrong, right? How can you improve? Do I need a mentor? These are the questions that you're supposed to be asking yourself at the end of the day, right? So guys, we're going to do something different now from yesterday. Yesterday, if you remember, I talked about a couple of charts, and then also I said, which instruments are you watching on your radar? Let's look at the instruments together, right? So that we can do our own analysis, live analysis on it now. So let's know the instruments you're watching, and then we'll discuss it now. Don't forget also, if you want to learn how to trade, right, what you can do, you can reach out to me. You can have a chit chat with me, right? You can find me on Instagram at CSA Forex. I repeat, you can find me on Instagram at CSA Forex, or you can chat me up on this platform. We're also streaming live on YouTube, right? And also obviously on Trading Live platform. So for those, wherever you are connecting to us from, know how to contact me if you need further clarifications on anything. The price is still at the area of resistance, so it is still good to go. If you want to give this an attempt, you can. I'm saying if you want to, and don't forget, this should not be used as a form of signal. This is an area for you to sell, right? You can see it's reacted as resistance in the past because of this area here. If you're looking for an area and a reason to sell here, you can look for your trigger, whether it's the bearish because now you are looking forward to selling and taking the price down, at least to this area here of former resistance and then support, a flip zone area, right? So you can look for that trigger. That trigger could either be a bearish hammer or a bearish pin bar or even a bearish engulfing. Look for it in this area here. And if you do not see it, then that means that price really wants to break out of this area. But pay attention to this place here. It is not yet broken until it gets out here, right? Until it gets out of the zones, out of the level, out of the area of interest. And when that happens, then you can also just clearly say that the bulls are still very much in control. But at the same time, keep an eye on this Euro USD. This is easily the area to pay attention to for sell opportunities. This is not a signal, guys, but please, for us to learn, right, you can even use your demo account and then give them some test runs, and then you'll see for yourself. The good thing also about our trading is that the risk, right, I repeat, the risk to reward ratios, the risk to reward ratio is always a good one. The risk to reward ratio is always a good one. Like yesterday, we're looking at buying here. Our stop loss would have been much lower here, and the profit would have been this high. Now you're looking forward to selling around this area where the price is here. The stop loss is here. Your first take profit should be at this point, and then you could even have your second take profit at this point as well, right? So this is what we have on the Euro USD, what we're looking at now. So pay attention to where it is now. You know, it is looking like it's a big bullish candle, but you have to wait for this candle to close. And this is the 1 hour candle. This is 1 hour time frame. So what if this candle you have over here, what if it comes all the way and closes at this point where it started the move? That would clearly mean that it is going to give us maybe like a bearish hammer. This is how hammers are formed, when the price pushes higher and higher and higher, and then you are expecting what? You are expecting the price to push higher, but then what happens? It reverses, right? It reverses, and that might be the case. But at the same time, pay attention to the USD index, as the USD index seems to be doing something now. Remember, this is the Euro USD. So pay attention to the USD index over here. Look at the USD index again. You can see the USD index seems to be breaking. Beautiful. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you something, how to avoid unnecessary losses. USD index is now breaking this area here. As it's breaking this area of support, right, of demand. Where is it going to? It's going to this area here. So you have another area here on the USD index. What does this mean? I repeat, what does this mean for the Euro USD? That means that for the Euro USD, look clearly, guys, for the Euro USD, this area that is breaking out of, we should not look to selling here. You can see the big candle has pushed higher past this area. But if you look to the left-hand side, we do not have the levels that we saw on the USD index, right? For you to do that, for you to summon those levels, you can easily do something. You could reduce the size of this, punch out, and you can see you still don't have anything here. What you can also now do is to switch to the next higher time frame of 4 hours. Switch to 4 hours to look for the levels. Still no level here to the left-hand side. So this is clearly telling you that this is strong to the upside. So there are ways that you need to look at the market in order to understand the flow. I'm sorry that we are still talking about EURUSD with respect to the dollar index, but truth be told, if you understand the story of just one currency pair, you understand the story of one instrument, you can take advantage of other ones, right? You can take advantage of other ones. This one, there is no move, no play over here. The worst case scenario for this EURUSD, depending on how this candle closes, right? It might be something where you might be looking at this area to now act as fresh support to take it up. This was resistance that was broken to the upside now. So this might as well act as fresh support to push higher at this point over here. So you pay attention, pay attention to the dollar index. Let me quickly just switch over to the comment section and see if I have any questions, and then we address them. I want you guys to tell us the instrument that you are looking at, and then we can do some analysis on them. Catherine Mini said, thanks for sharing. Okay, thank you too. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. It helps a lot. Thank you. What strategy do you use? That's coming from Owen Franklin. What I use is simply price action. I'll say price action first of all, because the price action is what gives me my support and resistance, and also what gives me my supply and demand. Support, resistance, supply, and demand are pretty much similar, and we talked about this yesterday. I'm sorry, we talked about this last week. Last week was supply and demand. We talked about supply and demand, and then we also explained the difference between supply, demand, and support resistance levels. So I'm strictly a clean trader with respect to my charts. You will not find indicators on my chart. Once in a while, you might find Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci for trend trading. I'm a trend trader, so I use Fibonacci, right, to follow the trend. Okay, Danny said, how long have I been trading for? For more than a decade. But of course, as I said earlier in my explanation, that most of my years at the very beginning, it was rubbish I was doing. And that's why we are here on this live platform, giving you this information to help you out. There might have been something, there might have been one thing, I repeat, one thing that we must have said today that might have sparked something up there that should help us out. If that has happened to anybody, then we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you because you are here and you are taking advantage of this free session. Most times people don't want to pay for a course or don't want to pay for a mentorship. So we decided to do this free. That means that all you are doing is just connecting to us. And as you connect to us, you feel that the information for you here is rubbish, you can just sign out. It's up to you at the end of the day. And if you feel that what you are hearing here makes sense, then stick around. Join us in the future sessions that we're going to be having. Tomorrow, we're going to still have this New York live session as well, right? And hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties again that caused this delay, right? And then we'll give you more information. I'm also planning something probably for, if not Friday, maybe the weekend, where I want us to talk about, if not headaches, talk about the headaches, the trading issues that traders are having today, where traders are trading without stop loss, or trading with poor risk management, or over trading, or event trading, or just trading, without having proper analysis. We want to talk about the headaches and then the solutions to them. I have some topic ideas that I have in the pipeline. And if you have anything that you're also thinking of, let us know. Bridget Swain said, I know and always keep saying that investing and trading is so profitable and safe with the right help and proper guidance. Exactly. We all need mentorship at the end of the day. It is indeed profitable. Now, let me ask you guys this question. You don't need to answer me. I'm going to ask this question out to everybody. If you've been trading for a while, you've been trading for months, you've been trading for years, right? Adams Ayambere said, EURUSD played out beautifully. Exactly. Oh, you said you entered it. Oh, nice. So that means that somebody made some pips here. I'm always happy when people make pips here. It is very good. It is encouraging to others as well, right? So as I was saying earlier, I hope I remember what I was saying. I said something different from checking the YouTube live platform, right? So as I was trying to say, hopefully I remember, I think I was trying to say something about if you've been trading for months, you've been trading for years. Good, I remember now. You've been trading for months, you've been trading for years. You've been having losses, crashed accounts. You fund your account only to destroy it, and so on and so forth. I know we have people here. Now, I normally ask those people, Okay, great. You've been trading for months and years without having nothing much to show for it. I then ask them this crucial question: why are you still trading? Why are you still doing what you are doing? And then, they keep on giving me this same exact answer. And I'm sure you guys can relate to this. They keep on saying, well, because I believe that I can be profitable. Why do you believe that you can be profitable? Simply because I have been profitable. I have seen it, meaning that they have seen where they have made money. So their problem is not making money. Your problem is not making money, but rather your problem is keeping the money that you have made. I repeat, your problem is keeping the money that you have made. And that's why traders today, they make small money, and then the losses are much bigger. The losses are on a huge side that takes all the profit away. And that's why we must always ensure that our risk to reward is very, very much on point. This risk reward has to do with the risk management, also known as money management. And this is where we would now say, guys, for the course, I have a course that you can connect to, and that course is going to give you the information on how to calculate your risk management appropriately, and also how to what? How to ensure that your risk to reward ratio is good to go at the end of the day. So these are things that we need to be aware of, right? And you can get that through the training course that I have. If you're interested in training course, let me know. Excuse me. Okay, Bridget Twain said, thank you, sir. Sorry. Okay, let me see some other comments. Blair Johnson said, have you ever traded BTC, the Bitcoin? It's funny you talk about the Bitcoin. I'll quickly switch to the Bitcoin now. Sorry, I need to cough again. Sorry about that. Let's quickly switch to the Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you what is happening on the Bitcoin today. Because on the Bitcoin, from the hourly time frame, from like the intraday point of view, people be wondering, why is the Bitcoin so bullish today, or rather, why is it so bullish this week, right? And I'm going to show you the reason why. Because there's what we call the big picture. You can always be checking on the big picture based on the higher time frames. Here is the 1 hour time frame. On this 1 hour time frame, if you had tried to sell here on this area of supply, and on this area of supply, if you look to the left-hand side, you notice that it flows with what we have over here, right? It flows with this area here that has acted as what? Has acted as resistance in the past, then acted as support. So you'd always be seeing these areas of support, resistance at the end of the day. So if you try selling here, which is a valid area, remember we said you're going to have losses. As a disclaimer, it is part of the business. You're going to have losses whether you like it or not. But your losses, you must ensure that your losses are well minimized. Make sure your losses are well minimized based on the volume losses you are going to be using, which has to do with your account balance, right? Somebody using trading with $1 million obviously would be different from somebody trading with $100 or $1,000, right? Based on the volume lot size. So you need to be careful, know how to conduct your calculation for your volume, for your lot size appropriately. And now look at what happened over here at this next area of supply. At this next area of supply, you can see here, acted as resistance, acted as support, and we have some areas here, a small area here of resistance. So this area too is also valid. It's also valid, but we had this big candle that smashed out of the area. That means that it smashed out, there was no trigger over here. But then where's the next area? The next area is over here, where you have this area here of resistance, resistance. Always look to the left-hand side. Resistance, 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 resistance over here. This would be a good area to look for price action, to look for sell opportunities over here. But the question now is, why was it so bullish? Why has it been so bullish this week, right? Why has it been so bullish? You can always consult your higher time frames. When we say higher time frames, we're talking about the likes of the daily time frame. This is the BTC USD on the daily time frame as we have switched over to. If you look over here, it did that because it got to this area here. Clearly, you can see there's a demand here. So it reacted to this demand on the daily time frame, and it seems to be approaching this area here of supply, this area here of resistance from the higher time frame as well. So price is stuck between these two areas. So far, so good. Price is stuck between this area and this area here. So we're waiting to see which area is going to break out from. Is it going to break out of this area of supply? If it does, then it shows that the bulls still want it, and of course, it might continue to push higher and higher and take it higher to this area here. And before you know it, we might as well get to 45K. Or if this area should react and act, right? If it should react and hold ground as resistance, it might just drop down back to here, the flip zone of around 25, and then drop further down to about 20K. You know, for a while, last year especially, people were calling 10K, we're calling 8K area. But one thing you need to know is that price needs to retrace. Price needs to retrace. Now, this point is where I would add the Fibonacci retracement. Let me clean this chart up. I want to add the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is more or less the only tool that you would ever find on any of my charts. Because when you talk about the retracement, Fibonacci is a good tool. I've clicked on it and I'm going to show you how to draw it. You're going to draw from these highs to these lows over here. The course I mentioned also has the Fibonacci, right, video tutorials for you to take advantage of. So I'm going to draw the Fibonacci from this highs and drag it all the way down to this lows, and we're going to see what we have over here. You can see that we have this area here, as we mentioned, area here of supply, resistance, and then over here, you can see what we have over here. So this would be a fantastic, I repeat, this would be a fantastic area to look for sell opportunities to take it further down and maybe even all the way down. Because for Fibonacci retracement, if I'm going to sell at the area of 50, you can see it confluences with the Fibonacci retracement. 50 is going to give us an entry here. Then look to go all the way, right? All the way to possible 15K area of demand. This area here where you have these floors here, right? Where the price bounce up from, right? So looking at the price action, don't forget it is price you're looking at, it's price you're analyzing, it's price that would help you to lead the way. I repeat, it is price that will help you to lead the way at the end of the day, right? So pay attention to what we have right in front of us, right? Because this is Fibonacci 50 marker, which confluences with this area of supply, right? Let me just dive into the comment section quickly. And as we always try to say, we don't want to make it too lengthy. And it seems I have a lot of comments over here. Let us quickly scroll down. Definitely agree with everything you said, Charlotte Norris. Guys, let us know where you're connecting to us from. I'm here in BC, Canada. If you're around me, my province, my city, we could always have a cup of coffee and discuss trading. I'm always happy to meet new traders from different parts of the world. If you want, even if you're in Dubai or Malaysia, even if you're far away from me, you can always chat me up on Instagram. My Instagram handle is CSA Forex. So quickly to the comments. Let's quickly look at the comments. Quickly. Will the market be volatile now? We don't have any high impact news telling us to be volatile. Someone's asking for signals. We already said we don't do signals. Let me see. Just quickly going through the comments. Someone said, do you prefer day trading? Yes, you could say day trading stroke swing trading. But my swing trading is short-term swing trading. I don't hold trades for that long because I don't like holding trades over the weekend. It's just a personal preference for me. Weekends, I tend to have some ugly gaps in the market. And besides, I like fresh information. I like information for the week, right? So my trading is based on that week. Or some traders could also be trading based on information from the day. From the day simply means that you're looking at it from the scalper's point of view. So you need to also know how you're going to be analyzing using these time frames, because the time frames would easily determine the type of trader that you are. I repeat, the time frames will easily determine the type of trader that you are. So these are things that you need to also understand. Okay, quickly, let's see some questions or comments. Someone said you're afraid of losing your money. If you're afraid to lose money, then how will you be able to make money? Scared money can never make money. So make sure that the losses that you are having are very small so that it could reduce that aspect of fear, reduce you being scared, because that is trading psychology. Trading psychology has to do with your emotions. So you need to know how to control your emotions. First things first, make sure you're using a small amount of use a small amount of risk in the market. So I mentioned USD-JPY pair. Let's just quickly switch the chart to USD-JPY, and I'll show you nicely what's happening to USD-JPY. Don't forget, we're using USD as a basis point because USD index is going down. And I look at USD JPY. Look how it's going down and where it went down from. It went down from this point here. And if you look to the left-hand side, you can see a whole bunch of resistance, support. You can see to the left-hand side. Always look to the left-hand side to give you more clues that will help you to, this is resistance here. This will give you more clues that will help you to look at the market and you have a better story of what's happening. Okay, let me just go on. I'm already subscribing to your channel. Okay, great. Thank you guys. The channel on YouTube is CSA Forex, CSA Forex. Instagram too handle is CSA Forex, so you can follow us as well. Someone said following as well. Awesome. Okay. Someone said there's a lot of breakouts. Yes, there are always a lot of breakouts on the chart. And for the breakouts at the end of the day, what you are supposed to be doing is what you're supposed to wait for price to react, because it could either be a breakout or it could be a bounce. I repeat, it could either be a breakout or it could be a bounce. The only way to know is to wait for price to do what it wants to do. Someone said, so do you think the gold will rise? Yes, yes, yes. That is Vita Partridge. Why do I think the gold will rise? Gold will rise because it is inversely, directly proportional, what's the English? Sorry. It moves in the opposite direction to the USD index. Let me put it that way so that I'm not biting my tongue here. So if the USD index, as we mentioned earlier, the USD index is going down, then expect gold, I repeat, expect the gold to be pushing higher, right? So that's what we are going to be using as our measuring, right? Correlation. I repeat, if the USD index is going down, that's why we use USD index as a gauge, as a correlation for the major currency pairs and even also for gold as well. So to answer your question, yes, yes, yes. Okay, that's from Bertha Partridge. Maggie said that Fibonacci is really helpful. Yes, it is. Bertha, do you have any safe strategy to trade gold? The safest strategy I use and I've been using for years is simply the support, resistance, supply, demand based on price action. So I am a price action trader. Maybe next week or at another time we can talk about price action, right? And I'll show you price action. We could have like a session maybe over the weekend. Just talk a bit about price action. I believe we did that a few weeks ago as well. We can always do it again. Okay. Let's see. Conrad Susan said I'm using Fibonacci as well. Fibonacci is a beautiful tool to use, right? It's not an indicator, it's a tool. Somebody's talking about investing in only certified brokers. No, we say certified, more of regulated brokers. Make sure the broker that you are trading with is regulated. If you want any information on a good regulated broker to make use of, or rather, let me be dropping all of this information, not just saying it. Let me also be dropping information. I trade with a particular broker, an ICM. I've been doing that for years. Very good broker. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody can use to subscribe to that broker. I'm also going to drop my handle for Instagram, right? I'm going to drop all of these things here. I've dropped it as a CSA Forex for you. And then I'm also going to drop the cost I have on my website. I'll drop that one as well. So not just talking about it, I'll also drop them. So you could also check them out as well. Someone said only risking 5% of your whole amount. Well, 5% might be a bit large depending on your account balance as well. Please, guys, always make sure that your risk management, you reduce it well enough, because that is a killer. One of the major issues that traders are having is using too much risk rate that is too high. Okay, Sandy Galacha said, I'm a scalper. Beautiful. As long as you know the type of trader that you are. I used to scalp on gold before. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through the comments and I'll switch over to the YouTube live as well. For those that are there, read your comments. Guys, if you have any question on any instrument, you want us to look at any instrument, let me know. If you remember yesterday, I think it was Pound Card, either Pound Card or Euro Card. Someone talked about them, and then here's what we have for the Euro Card, and this is what we have for the Pound Card as well. So you can see they're kind of similar. But you can see over here, this Euro card is looking more like an uptrend. You can see the Euro card and the Pound card, as I'm switching between the two of them, they look very, very similar as an uptrend. So as an uptrend, right? You want to buy, and as you want to buy, you are clearly waiting for price to come back to this area here of demand, and then look for entries to take it higher. I remember we said Fibonacci. If you're a Fibonacci trader, you draw your Fibonacci levels from the lows here all the way to the highs, and you can see that this area, it matches with the area of 38.2, or even better, right? You look for this area. You can see we already mapped out the areas based on price action, where we have here as a form of support, here as a form of resistance. Remember, always look to your left, right, to get more information. The price can as well come to this 50, which confluences with this area of demand here. So you can get a potential entry, but I'm laughing, or I'm smiling rather, but this might probably be a while. It is definitely not going to be today. It might be tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. It might be Friday. It might even be next week as well for price to get back to this area, because now it is extremely bullish. And if you're looking forward to going against this market, if you want to go against the market, this is where you'll be looking forward to adding the likes of the RSI indicator, right? RSI indicator or MACD. Because if you look, this probably might be a divergence over here. So when you draw the RSI MACD going in the opposite direction, but RSI, if it is above 70, I repeat, if it's above 70, it is telling you that this is clearly overbought and it is time to reverse, right? So let me quickly go over the comments. I prefer going over comments than just explaining charts so that I could maybe answer you guys properly. Okay, somebody said I would like to reach out to you after live. No problem. You can reach out to me after this live. Chat me up on the Instagram at CSA Forex. I already typed it out at CSA Forex. Chat me up on my Instagram handle, and we can start the conversation from there and maybe assist you, find out what issues you are having, and we can assist you. This goes for everybody, right? The person that typed that was BSM Pips Lord. So chat me up and then let me know. And also, I want to state this. Some of us here might be partners. You might be a partner with a broker. You might be a partner with a broker. I'm starting something very fresh. I'm not sure whether people are doing this, but it's something that I'm starting, or I've started gradually. And that is, I am partnering with partners. Let me explain. You can partner with a broker, but now I am partnering with a partner. So if you're a partner and you have clients, you have your own group, and maybe they need training or they need a form of mentorship, chat me up and we can work something out for them, right? So now I'm doing partner with a partner kind of program. Okay. I'm all ears. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Mariko Hudson. I have lots of comments here. Somebody said just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you, BSM Pips Lord. You are the one that said you would like to reach out to me later after this live. No problem. And then you also said you just subscribed to me on YouTube. Thank you for that. Guys, you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. Look for me at CSA Forex on YouTube. I can also drop the direct link here as well so that you could just pick that up from here. Guys, when you are doing that, watch the videos. You can comment on the videos. There are other video tutorials on different topics over there. So I've dropped the link so you can watch the videos, you can comment, you can, of course, you are going to subscribe. You can also share the YouTube channel with others as well. Share this live platforms, whether it's on the YouTube live or the trading live platform, share it with more people. Let's have more people come into this trading live platform. Let's spread the gospel of trading. There are lots of people that have been trading without having the proper know-how. Let's help people. Let them learn one thing or the other. Okay. Jacqueline Ricardo said you are always teaching us. I think I've seen your name a couple of times. I'm only learning from your page. I learned from Basic Trading. Okay, awesome. Do you think of trading gold? I'll switch over to gold now since you're mentioning gold. Remember we said any instruments you want us to quickly look at, we'll talk about it. Do I have gold open? Okay, this is gold over here. So I've clicked on gold. Don't forget we said something. We said that for the USD, remember for the USD here, let me click on USD. For the USD to be going down, that means that we're expecting gold to go up. Yeah, for gold to go up. But look at what we have over here. The USD is now fast approaching this area here of demand. It's approaching this area here of demand of support where you should be looking forward to buying to probably take it up, right? You should be looking forward to buying, take it up either to this point or this point or this point. That means that for the gold, pay attention, guys. For the gold, right? Start thinking of selling, right? But wait for more clues. I repeat, wait for more clues from the dollar index, right? Even though it is now at the area of resistance, do not rush to click on sell. Wait for the dollar index to give you your clues. You can see this week over here. This week is showing sellers, right? This is the body here. You can see it's still going down a bit, and it's still in the area of selling to show you that people are actually selling in this level. But you need extra information, confluence from the USD, because this area could as well fail, and it could be this area that could act as resistance for sellers to jump in on. That's why the dollar index is very, very important for you to pay attention to. Don't forget, the dollar index, if it's going down, gold should go up. But we look at the dollar index is approaching demand. That means that gold also should be good for shorts, but pay attention to dollar first of all. It should give us more clues. Let me quickly continue with the comments. Quickly continue with the comments. Okay, you also know Handtech Market. Okay, I use different brokers. Handtech is also one of them. I could also send link for Handtech if anybody wants to make use of them. But don't forget, broker is just a platform for us to, conduct our trading, right? So there is no best broker. People normally ask me, is there a best broker? I say I use more than one broker, right? If I were to ask you guys wherever you are, that's why I always ask, where are you in the world? Are you in Malaysia, Canada? And I would always say this, whether you're in Nigeria, anywhere, I always say, look at you as an example. You have more than one bank account. So why do you have more than one bank account? It's for different reasons. So you can also have more than one broker account as well, right? It's also allowed. Okay. How is the spread like, please? ICM, the spread is very good, very user friendly. Also, do not be afraid of the spread, because I tell people that, look, if you cannot trade, you cannot trade. It's not the spread that's going to help you to trade, right? It's the spread that you should be concentrating on, especially if you're a scalper. Excuse me. If you're a scalper, you'll be concentrating on the spread. And all you have to do is to find out from that broker, do they have an ECN account? ECN account is where you get the spread more or less zero. Because the ECN account, excuse me, in some platforms, some brokers, they call it the zero spread account. And that's the platform where you would also have the likes of spread being zero. So it is based on charges, commission charges, right? So not spread charges, but commission charges. Excuse me. Okay, Dick Sanders said it's really good analysis, but thank you for that comment. April Bruno said, when will be your next session? Next session will be tomorrow, right? We try to make these live trading sessions Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, because that's when the market is most active, right? You want to have or know tips and tricks, chat me up, follow me on YouTube. I can give you tips and tricks about the market. That's why I like live sessions. Guys, always good to have water beside you as well. Just like me, as I've been talking, it's always good to sip on some H2O, right? Or if you have your tea beverage beside you, right? I'm taking a lot of notes here. Thank you, April Bruno. Guys, take notes as well. What's your take on gold? We already talked about gold. We'll be rounding up within the next few minutes, guys, just for you to know. And also apologies also, as I always say, I can't always read everybody's comments, but I try as much as possible to touch based on comments here and there. So Adam said Euro CHF. We see what we have on Euro CHF. Investment Plug said there's a breaking news. Breaking, beautiful. I like the fact that he said breaking. Investment Plugs on the YouTube live said there's a breaking news now that just moved the market. You know, when you talk about breaking news, it is not scheduled. That means that something happened all of a sudden. Let us know the breaking news. And for breaking news, you can go to like your Forex Factory, you can go to your Bloomberg, you can go to Reuters, you can go to Forex Live, Live. There are other platforms that you can go and check. Check Forex Live, ForexLive.com, right? Check Forex Live. Even I'm giving all these platforms free adverts, right? Check Forex Live. You would also, because I like Forex Live because they give live updates. Something happens, they talk about it quickly. So check Forex Live and see what they're talking about over there based on the breaking news. I'll check on it after this session. I'm going to round up very soon. Let's see, Matt Kinsley. Matt Kinsley, where are you from? That should be Matt Kinsley. Where are you from? I like trading the DJI 30. I need analysis on that, please. Oof. Please, guys, if you can, this is what we can do. Let's do it this way. Guys, chat me up on my Instagram. like Matt Kinsley that said I like trading the DJI 30. I need analysis on that. Please chat me up on my Instagram. I will reply you with a chart. I'll do that for you. Because I cannot easily respond to every request because of time, right? Because of time. Sandy Galacha said, I need to go. See you next lecture. That will be tomorrow. Come tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. BSM said, what is the setting of the fib? It's normal setting. The only thing I did on my fib was to take out the 23.6 level. I removed 23.6 because it's rather a poor level. I actually prefer 5061.8, where I leave 38.2 because it also works as well. So the deeper the retracement on the fib, the better. Okay. You wait for your pullback. Yeah, thank you, Dempsey. Victor said wait for your pullback. I just answered the setting on feed. BSM say you're going to contact me on Instagram, chat me up privately, and every other person too, and we'll see what we can do for you. Hyman May said, do you believe in supply and demand or support and resistance? I believe in both of them. They're very much similar but slightly different as well. I believe in both of them, they work very well. But don't forget, there's no strategy that is 100%. Strategies will work and the strategies will fail. You have to use a trading journal. I always talk about the trading plan and trading journal. As a matter of fact, guys, if you subscribe to the course, I already posted the link of the course. I'll post it again. If you subscribe to this course, right, and you inform me that you have, I would give you an Excel sheet that comprises, I just dropped the link now. I'll give you an Excel sheet that comprises of the trading plan, a trading plan template, trading journal template, and risk management calculator, right? Instead of using your head or whatever, brokers also have their own risk management calculators. I have my own. I also came up with very simple, just math. It's a math formula, right? And you can use that as well. Let's see. Okay, some people are already saying goodbye. See you tomorrow. No problem. How do you know the value of your exit level? Just calculate the pips. Calculate the pips from your entry to the next exit level. How can I become a partner with your broker? Guys, there are lots of beautiful questions that I really like to address now, but I'm going past the hour and I don't like to go past the hour because people will have other things to do. You might have an appointment to attend to. So chat me up. Chat me up, Burton Morton. Burton Morton, I like your name, Burton Morton. Where are you from? Burton Morton. Chat me up and I would, guys, everybody, chat me up. And even also, let me drop a link also. I have this, my Calendly, right, that you can book a session and we can have a talk. We can have a chat, an actual chat through Zoom. So I have this for people just to help you out or to also help all of you out. I just bought Euro CHF. Can you please analyze pounds odd? Man, guys, chat me up. I wish I could do all of these things. Do I use prop firm? No, I don't use prop firm for now. Guys, chat me up. We would have a conversation. I just dropped a calendar link. Go there and book a call. When you book a call, based on the timing, on the scheduled booking that you place, we'll reach out and then we'll talk better. Right? I need to round up now. Guys, subscribe to the course as well. It's just $197, approximately $200. When you subscribe, chat me up for a bonus. I'll give you the trading plan, trading journal, and the risk management calculator. I'll give you the templates for all of them to make your trading easy. The thing that should not be giving you stress now, right? So I'll give you all of those things as a bonus once you subscribe to that. And when you subscribe, chat me up on Instagram, CSA Forex, and of course, we would discuss further. Or the link I just dropped now, the calendar link, right? You can chat me up there as well, and then we'll see what we can do. So, guys, please, apologies. I need to apologize to everybody, as I cannot easily, readily reply all your requests. Mr. Adams, your Euro Chef. Sorry, I wish I could do that now. Please chat me up. Mr. Adams, you know how we chat normally. Chat me up, and then we would I will do a chat for you. You know how we do it. You're not a stranger to what we do here. And thank you for following me. You've been following me for a while and all. You've learned a lot. You subscribed to my mentorship, paid mentorship and all. And of course, you are still growing and we'll grow together. I always say, guys, it's a relationship between CSA Forex, my trading academy, and yourself. It's a relationship not for a day, not for a week, not for a month, but for a long period of time. So Adams Ayambre from Ghana. We've been together for, I think, maybe like 2 years. I'm not sure. Maybe you could remind me. But no problem. As long as I'm trading, you will also be trading and we'll make money together. We'll help you out. So I'm closing the platform now. In order to sign out, I'll say join us tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. UK time. 2 p.m. UK time. It might be morning for some of you. It might be afternoon or evening. For me, the time now is 7 a.m. 7 a.m. in BC. I'm in PST. I'm in Pacific time in Canada, BC. So let's always know where you are connecting to us from so that if you are in the neighborhood, we could always meet up for coffee and then we can discuss the business at large. So I want to say thank you guys for joining me. See you same time tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, where we discuss the business the more. Enjoy the rest of the day. Don't forget to reach out to me and we'll see what we can do for you. Guys, goodbye and God bless. Thank you.